Good day. How are you doing? The sun is out here, so things are brightening up on this cold, dreary season of winter. Last night, my daughter and her boyfriend joined us for dinner, and beforehand, I felt this rush of busyness. Have you ever done that? Trying to finish up work, get dinner prepped, and also had a relative who was having surgery, unexpected surgery. So I was trying to keep up on what was happening there and wanting to be prayerful. I'm just curious, have you ever been there? Have you ever been in that place where you want to do 5 things at once? The place where you have to make a decision this way or that way, juggle 2 balls or 3, ask for help or do it myself, hustle faster or sleep less, go to this event overwhelmed or cancel and feel unaccountable. Time. We're going to talk about time today. I have heard that there are 168 hours in 1 week. So if I take my calculator out here and I take 7 times 24, it equals 168 hours that I have in 1 week. If I do the math, that is what it comes out to. There are 24 hours in a day, which is 7 times 24 equals 168 hours. Okay, are you with me? I want to know how you use your time. Before I dive in a bit, this is Lori with U2FP. That's You to Full Potential. And we are in the middle of our Living on Fire with Confidence Essentials program. It began just a couple weeks ago, and it is a place where we learn to sharpen and strengthen our minds. We learn to be more of who we were created to be. And ladies, we can go to the workout gym all day long, and we can strengthen our physical muscles. You can do push-ups and you can do sit-ups. And yes, everything inside us begins to strengthen because we do that. But we also want to strengthen our minds, and that's what we do here. We work to sharpen our minds with the truth that we are created in the image of God, fearfully and wonderfully made, and created on purpose for a purpose. I love that you're here with me. It is more fun to work out together, isn't it? We work out together here. So thank you for showing up and sending me those hearts and thumbs. It feels great, and it boosts my mental muscles and my emotional and social muscles too. It takes teamwork, yet it does. God created us to be together here to support each other all the time. So let's talk about time, the time that we have. There are 3 ways to use it. We can work, we can rest, and we can waste. 3 ways to use our time: work, rest, or waste. Think about that. Now, you get to decide what is work, what is rest, and what is waste. And the more we work on our mental muscles, the more clarity we have on what is work, when we need to rest, and how to avoid unnecessary waste. I heard from my friends at Run Hard, Rest Well, we love to refer to Run Hard, Rest Well, that waste is choosing to escape excessively. When we are overwhelmed, overloaded, lazy, or escaping from reality or what we really need in life, we come back empty-handed. Too much escape leads to overuse and addiction. I think an example, this is kind of a small example, but an example for me would be on Sundays, and I think I've shared this before, but I like to take a Sabbath and I like to rest. And I'm not 100% amazing at taking Sabbath, but I am really working on it, and man, has it changed my life. Sometimes I use the afternoon to take a nap and do some things I enjoy. However, there have been some Sundays where I'll begin to rest or I'll begin to play my games on my phone. A couple games feels great. It helps me rest and get away from the burdens of life. However, when I begin to repeat game after game after game, it begins to take a toll on me rather than help me feel rested. I think it turns into escaping rather than resting or relaxing. Many things are like that. Think about it. What is it that you might do that really can initially help you relax and kind of get away from the grind, but before you know it, it begins to take a toll on you? I'm thinking of things like TV, movies, alcohol, drugs, phones, smartphones. They can start out as a relaxer, but end up as a distractor of wasted time. 168 hours, total hours in a week. 112 hours if we do not count the 8 hours we need for recommended rest each night. 72 hours left to decide if we take away the 40 hours of an average work week. That is a lot of time to account for. So you noticed I circled 72 on the picture. How do you use your 72 hours left after we take out sleep that's needed and if you work the average work week? You've got 72 hours left. What do you feel good about with the time you use? Jot it down. Jot down things you do. Just take a week or two. Don't even worry about what it is you spend your time on. Just be observant. Remember the curiosity over judgment? Just step back and observe. Notice, where do you use those 72 hours? And where do you feel good about how you use it? And what would you feel better to change, add, or delete during your time? Are you wasting time? If so, what could you change to help you feel more comfortable with the use of your time? Ordinary people think merely of spending time. Great people think of using it. Great quote. Time is the most valuable thing a man can spend. If you think about it, I remember my daughter gave me, when she was in middle school, she did this little artwork and it was a clock and it said, time, how did it say it? Time is the best thing you can give because you can't get it back. And I remember loving that. And she had a little note that went with it. And she's like, Mom, I love that you spend time with me. And it's one of the best things you can ever do. So after you do those stomach crunches this week, remember, we're so good about getting to the gym, right? Well, okay, I'm not. It's not my favorite place to be. But some people that they just love going to the gym to work out. But after you do stomach crunches or you take care of those physical crunches, take care of those physical muscles, also do some mental crunches. Crunch a few numbers to see how you are using your time. Listen to the one who created you. How does he want you to use your time? We will never have enough time and energy for all we want to do, but we will have enough time and energy for all he created us to do. So hard to remember that, isn't it? But yet it's so true. Stay true to who you are. Who were you created to be? Stay upbeat about what your life is about. If you aren't sure, come check us out at U2FP. We love helping people dive in and digest this. We have some new things taking place. We have mindful moments that has been around, and it's one of those really easy ways to start building your mental muscles, your emotional muscles. And it's priced out for less than 1 cup of coffee per week. Very economical. Be all that you can be. Create a better you and have an awesome week. Listen, this is Lori. I can't wait for you to be on next week. Give me those thumbs up, those stars, just so I know we're connecting and we're here together, because you were wonderfully and fearfully made, and you were made to be abundant. So go and do just that.